Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. And let me go back because I started this wrong. It's been a minute. I apologize. Mean by God, Gene. Yes, indeed, baby. Here we are. College football 26. Now we about to transition into 27. And this is the show where we cover the Sideline Junkies Podcast Network and we cover our league that we do for college football. And at this point in time, we are in the transition. We're transitioning from college football 26 into college football 27. But in that transition, we had to tie up some loose ends, get some things done, and finish out the season the right way and make things go. And then closing out the season, we had some new additions that started into the season. And with those new additions, we got Josh operating Ohio State. He finished the full season. He had a great season. He actually ended up in the championship. We have some things happening, like we have the repeat of champions. We've got coaches that are our ideal is for coaches to come on and actually start committing to schools, picking, hey, I'm coaching this school, I'm coaching that school, and we can do it here on the network because that's what we're here for. And if you want to be new to the league, I always tell you, if you want the smoke, we got the cigar and the lighter. So we can make that happen too. I think we're up to about 12 or 13 users. Numbers are approximate because I haven't seen the latest roster of coaches. I know we had Hollywood come in a couple seasons ago. Well, not a couple, about 4 seasons ago. I don't think he's experienced a season without being the champ. Um, we still got the old heads, Boss Man, Xavier, uh, KG, who else? Rodney, Darnell, and company. And then we got some newer guys, Hollywood, Isaiah, DJ, Coach Powell has jumped in the league. So we got people all around, man. We got things going on, things happening. It's a fun league. The rules are pretty simple. We try to make it as user friendly as possible. So there are situations where if you get a lapse or you can't, what's the word I want to use? Like if your internet goes out during the match, they'll reset the game and restart it. We had that 2 years ago or 2 seasons ago in the thing, but we haven't really had that since. But it's a great way that the guys do it. The good thing is the guys try to be really fair about what's going on and what's happening. So we get to the season. We had we had 8 users in the playoffs, and we ended up having the final 8 all being user matchups. And then in the championship game, of course, because the 8 was all users, we got to a championship game that was user friendly or users of the league. So the big matchup came down to see who the kings of college football were. It was number one Oklahoma Sooners versus the number 2 Ohio State Buckeyes. Ohio State was 11-1. Love this photo. Whoever, I can't remember if this was Hollywood or Josh did this, but this AI is dope. One game, one trophy, one legacy. That's amazing. Legends aren't born; they finish it. The only challenge that matters. And it says undefeated, unmatched, and unfinished. These two had a hell of a ball game, and at the end of the ball game, here we go. Marvin the Man the Moment, the MVP. QB 13, 306 total yards, 4 touchdowns, one legendary performance. As you see, Oklahoma goes on to four-peat. The dynasty is defined. It was an offensive masterpiece, defensive dominance, complete victory. The score was 49-21. So as you see, there's the four-peat is complete. It's funny that it's actually not funny. It's ironic that Oklahoma was a team that four-peated in our college football league because the Sooners, of course, a year ago, I think their women's softball team did a four-peat. So it's kind of ironic that happened. Kind of funny in that situation. Uh, Coach Mark says hat tip to Hollywood. He had a tough pass to the Natty. I totally agree, Coach Mark. Hey, Coach Mark, did you announce which team you're using, or is that still up for debate? Because I got this thing here. Where are you at? I mean, I know the press was all over you. I know ESPN was calling. I know Shefty made some reports that you might be on the move. It looks like you're walking to the Jet. Where is he coaching next? Clemson, Ohio, Indiana, or Kentucky. I know there's been talk between you and Josh over Ohio State, but I do remember when Day left the league, you called dibs on Ohio State for the 2027 league. You didn't want to jump onto them now because he had kind of started the team and you didn't want to take over the team you started. But yeah, if you got what team you're going to go to next, Coach Mark, let me know so I can break it here. We can get that going. But come on, what's my internet doing now? All right, there we go. But yeah, so yeah, Coach Mark, Clemson, that's a great option. That's what we had the previous scene. All right, so Coach Mark comes back with, man, look, I'm the Buckeyes till someone tell me otherwise. All right, that's what's up, man. I just wanted to make sure. I wanted to confirm because I know what you said, and I saw that there was a little back and forth because I know Josh just came in and he used Ohio State to finish out the league. So I just wanted to figure that out. I'm cool with that. That makes sense. You did call him. You did make the announcement early on, so we just go from there. Um, but this has been a league that has gone on. I think this is our third version of the game. We started 25 during the pod. So 25, 26, and 27. We always try to get the champ on. I haven't heard from Hollywood, so I don't know if he's going to be joining us today or not. Um, but it looks like there's been some. Well, actually, let's not even go into the transition just yet. Um, so here's the rumors I've been hearing. So it looks like after the four-peat, Coach Hollywood has decided to take his talents to Oxford. Um, so I'm guessing this is for 27, not for 26. That he's gonna be coaching the Old Miss, getting a little hotty toddy, making the SEC even stronger than what it already was. So that's one piece of information. I know one team for sure that's going to be used, and that's going to be Coach Darnell taking his Michigan Wolverines on another journey, on another game. He's had Michigan in every game. I would think that KG is going to use Notre Dame, but I know he was waffling. I know there was some questions of if he was even going to get the new version. I think at one point he was talking about not getting it because in some of the fallout from the new 27, there's been some things. Let me see if I can pull this onto the screen. Give me a second. I'm gonna try to add this to my computer real quick. But yeah, there's been some controversy about things that have been added to the new version of this game, um, and fans haven't really taken to it too well. Let's see if I can get this up here. Boom, boom, boom. And so one of the new things is transactions, and I think the correct term is microtransactions. We talked about this a little bit yesterday on the Friday Night Freestyle, but when you think of microtransactions and you think of games, think of VC on NBA, on 2K. Think of on MLB The Show where you can purchase items or purchase help things to help in your players' performance. So it looks like EA is being accused of sneaking those microtransactions in the college football in the dynasty modes. Now, in the last conversation I had on this last night, actually 2 nights ago, I think it was the boss man on our show, the Thursday Night Throwdown that airs at 7:15 on the Sideline Junkies Podcast Network. Um, he made a statement saying that he thinks it's only for the player versions, not for any of the head-to-head dynasty mode stuff. So if that's the case, in your single player Road to Glory, it can be used, but it won't be a function in a dynasty mode. And what I'll do is I'll try to reach out to him to get confirmation on that. But for now, that's what we have in terms of what's going on in that regard. Um, I know it's gotten a lot of pushback. I know a lot of people have complained about it. A couple other things that people have complained about is just the functionality of the coaches and setting up the league. I know the guys have been working, and this is one of the good things about this league in particular is that the guys here try to make sure it's fair to everybody. They do a great thing in transitioning week to week. If you have a situation where you're busy, your schedule doesn't comply with the time frame set up, they'll give you extra time to get your game in as best as possible. And if it doesn't look like we can get the game in at all, then that's when everything goes up, and they'll either do a force win or um, force a gameplay, and you just got to deal with whatever the results are. So that's that situation. Again, this league is always looking to add people. If you want to smoke, reach out to Sideline Junkies 24/7. If you want to send that a DM and say, "Hey, I want to join," you can join the league. Um, but unfortunately, you want to pick of the teams that's what's left because everybody's starting to pick their teams as we go along. I know there's a new person in the league jumping on somebody they used to play with in other leagues. Hold on one second. I'm trying to pull his name. That's Josh. That's blah, blah, blah. All right. Pierre. Pierre is going to be the new person that's going to jump into the league. So we'll have that. So right now we got Coach Marcus, Coach Josh, Coach Powell, of course, Coach Pierre, the boss man, Hollywood, uh, Xavier, the Alabama kid. So we got some guys in the league, man. We got some people that make things happen, are going to make things happen. And this is the place where you can come and check it out. It doesn't look like schedule's going to permit for us to get the interview with the coach, but maybe next week, because we are going to come back next week and do another one of these shows as we transition from 26 to 27. I'm not going to do this too much longer because let me see what I got, Coach Mark. Okay, so Powell's son is trying to join too. All right, so there we go. So we're gonna keep growing this out as much as we can. I know the guys do play one season where you're in your regular conference, and then after that, they try to mix and match so we can maximize user against user options. So that way there's no person playing in a weak conference or a weak schedule. Like everybody has to face the same challenges to get into the playoffs, which makes for a good thing. So most time our week 0, week 1, and week 2 feature a lot of head-to-head matchups outside of conference play. And then you can, when you get in conference play, if there's users in your league, you play them as well. But it makes for a very competitive league, and B, um, it makes it exciting and fun. We've been doing it the last 2 years, going on year 3. Actually, I should say version 3 of the game. So, again, like I always say, if you want the smoke, we got the cigar and the lighter. The schedule for the Sideline Junkies goes as such. Tonight, 9 o'clock, we got the Saturday Night WrestleManiacs. Tomorrow, there's no better way to start your week than with the Sunday Rise. After that, on Monday at 5 p.m., you get Drive Time with Matty Ice, Scooter Rivette, and Showtime Sarah. At 7 p.m., you get Coach Powell, myself, and a host of others for the contenders or pretenders. I should say it the other way around, pretenders or contenders. On Tuesday, you get Unapologetic at 6:30. At 7:45, you get the Tuesday Night Flight. Wednesday, you get to go around the NBA, the association, with Josh, JG, myself, and C. Perry the second, and that's at 7:30. It's nothing but net. On Thursdays, you got the Thursday Night Throwdown at 7:15. And then Fridays, we get the cut loose, have some fun with the Friday Night Freestyle. where we talk about a little bit of everything. We talk about sports that we normally don't cover during the week. So you get a little NASCAR, you'll get a UFC, and then you get random conversations. Last night we talked about video games, like I said before, and we talked about just sports and streaming services. So you get a little bit of everything here on the network. If you like something, jump in the comments because the comments are live. Our shows are live. So with that being said, I'm gonna get out of here for the night. I'll see you guys next week. Hopefully, I can get some of the coaches to jump in with us, and we can do basically a commitment show with all the coaches, or at least I get the commitments and we can announce them on the show all at once without doing it in pieces. But with that being said, I'm the Midnight Rider. This is the Sideline Junkies Podcast Network, and we are out of here. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday, and see you tomorrow at 11 a.m. for the Sunday Rise.